Hello, and welcome to today's show. I am Molly Wilson, and on today's episode, I'm going to talk to you about the power of collaboration and what your human design can show you about how you work in partnership. Now, last episode, I talked a little bit about my journey with human design, how I came to discover it, and it was something that really transformed the way I was living. And so I wanted to continue to talk about it a bit here because it really is the signpost, right? The clear path for me on this business journey, this evolution, and things I want to share with people. So before I jump into that, I do want to spotlight the product of the podcast. Today, I'm going to be sharing about my human design informed Reiki session. So this is a beautiful experience where I look at your human design chart and I channel the energy and I share some wisdom with you. It is a complete healing session, but it's also informative because I'm using your human design to share with you the information that you need to move forward. What's amazing about this is that you get a very personalized Reiki experience, but you also get some in-depth knowledge of human design from a very empowering lens. That is one thing I pride myself about when it comes to human design is that I read intuitively, but I also read to empower you. It can be very some people can say it can be very limiting, but that is one way I like to share human design with people is give you the tools and the knowledge that's really going to help you move forward. So that is my human design Reiki session that is going to help with your healing, going to help you move through some blocks, and it's really going to help you make decisions that are true for yourself. You can find that in the show notes below. I will make the link there available for you to book a session. So now back to the conversation about collaborations. I, for so many years on my business journey, thought I needed to do it all. Was very much independent, and I was very much determined and stubborn, very determined on making it work. Now, part of this experience, I realize, is my human design. I have a single definition. So this basically means I do operate and I do process information well on my own. I don't need other people. So partly it was my single definition that really made me feel like I needed to do things by myself. And the other part of it was I'm very experiential. Okay, I have a 6-3 profile. And so the 6-3 profile is all about trial and error. It's all about finding what works and what doesn't. And so for me, my experiment was very much needing to find out for myself. And even if people told me, this might work or this might not work, or if people gave me ideas, I really had to listen to my own direction and say, you know what, I hear you and I see this information and I've learned about it, but I got to figure out and try it out myself. Now, this is not true for all profile types. There is a profile type of a 5-1, and these people really are interested in learning. So studying the manuals, finding out the details, and then they share with other people about what they learned. They're very much here to be teachers, whereas I'm very much here to be an experimenter and like a little scientist and then theorize, right? So based off of my experience, figure out what works. So, with all that being said, there was a part of me that really ignored and didn't put energy into collaborating with other people because I was very rigid. I believed I needed to learn myself. And for a time I did. I learned many lessons on my own. I learned it was very hard to do things by myself. And that brought me to a point of reflection about how collaborating and partnering with people is actually super beneficial for me. As a projector myself, I have limited energy. Okay, and this isn't to be a negative thing. Again, it just is something for me to be aware of. I do not have any energy centers. I am a non-energy projector. I'm also a mental projector. So I generally thrive off of creative ideas, planning, and coming up with ways to execute things and problem solving. That is my skill. However, when it comes to executing, that's really not my forte. And that's when I've learned how having a partner, having someone on your side to help you is so important. So if you are new to human design, if you don't know your type, your profile, that is okay. You can take a moment to just reflect on how you like to experience things. Are you someone who likes to dive in by yourself and figure it out, kind of jump in blindly, or are you someone who likes to kind of get the information first? Are you someone who likes to go with someone to get, into a new project? Do you not like going alone? Is it more comfortable and expansive for you to go with someone else? So that can give you just an idea of maybe your process. And again, you don't need to know human design to learn about what is best for you and what might work for you, but it could be helpful. But my point is, there is power in collaboration. And it's actually something I talk a lot about in my book titled Raise Your Standards. And there's a section where I really emphasize interrelations or interdependence. And it basically is making sure that you're including other people in on your projects, making sure that you're informing other people, making sure you're drawing them in, not just for feedback, but also to delegate, because we're really not meant to do it alone. And if you do try, you will burn out. Even if you were a generator, a manifesting generator, we are not here to take it all on. There's going to be a point in our process where we hit a wall or we realize we don't need to know this and we're going to waste more energy trying to learn or trying to do things when it might be better to just ask other people for help, hire someone, or maybe just take more time to build the relationships around you to help you. So, in my experience, I have gone from doing everything by myself for the most part. I mean, I'm trying to be mindful because obviously life is a co-creation between you, your chosen family, your born family, your friends, the experience you have, higher powers, connections, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes to projects, I was definitely someone who wanted to do it all. Hell, I published, wrote, and created my entire book. I did the entire process by myself. Um, I learned a lot. It was very hard, but I learned a lot. And one of the things I'm taking from the past experiences of trying to do everything on my own, trying to figure it out for myself is that, you know, it takes a lot of time and energy. And once you kind of get those main nuggets of wisdom, you can really use them mindfully in collaborations. You can really take what you like to do and what you're good at and find people who could benefit from that. So I'll give you some examples. Recently, since kind of accepting that, like, I want to be part of other people's process and I want other people part of mine, I've partnered with people on different projects and it has been so amazing. And I'm not wasting all of my energy doing everything, but it's a collaborative experience and an energy exchange where more ideas are coming to fruition, more tasks are being done, and more people are being attracted to us. So one project particularly is my other business I have with my business partner here in Seattle called the Women Entrepreneurs Collective. We are a community where we support women entrepreneurs in the Seattle area. Our main focus is creating meetups, creating networking experiences, creating educational opportunities, mentorships, and spotlights for other businesses so that they can grow and have sustainable income. And I had this idea, and Jessica also had an idea similar, and we knew that we were meant to join together with our ideas and create something beyond what either one of us could create. And what is so amazing about it is that when you find the right partner, when you find the right idea and collaborative experience, you you skill share. You share skills, but you also complement each other so well. And there's so many things I'm realizing now that I bring to the table, very specific things that I bring to the table, and then very specific things I don't like doing. And in the past, it would have been I had to do it all. But now, in having these collaborative experiences, I've been able to be very clear about what I can do and what I can offer, which has also protected my energy, which has also allowed me to set some boundaries and be very mindful of again, the people I invite into my space or invite into collaborations with. So what human design has taught me is that, yes, I can do it all by myself, and it is a very important part of my experiment. Okay, it's a very important part of my process to experiment and do things on my own to learn the lessons I need to learn. But on the flip side of that, the lessons I'm learning is to realize how important it is to conserve my energy, but to use it wisely and to trust other people. Because I'm here for a very specific reason. I'm not here to do it all. And human design has helped me learn that. It has helped me get more clear on it. And it has helped me see where I was trying to be someone I'm not. And doing that is very, very exhausting, right? Trying to portray and push and force my way into something that just wasn't right for me. So this whole idea of collaboration, I just want to invite you into that idea, feeling into who you are, what you like to do, and think about ways that you can expand, because collaborating doesn't necessarily have to be for business either. It could be in your relationship. It could be with your friend group. It could be with your family, how you can collaborate on being more productive in your day-to-day. And delegating different tasks. Maybe you have a family and you've got children, and hey, it's time for them to start picking up some of the slack, some of the work, so that you can have time for yourself, so that you're not burdened with all of the to-dos. So let this be just your invitation to explore that. Are there areas of your life that you can collaborate on? And dive a little deeper and say, like, what is it that you actually like doing? What is it that you are naturally good at? And can you lean into that and possibly outsource other areas of your life that are very hard for you? Yeah. So I just want to invite you into that experience, reflect, and to also acknowledge that collaboration is where there is magic. I, for the longest time, denied it. I guess I just didn't know what to do, that there was other people out there I could trust, but there is. And once you kind of realize that and find the right people, like, your whole world will change. Mine is, I will say, like, I've got so many beautiful projects happening and just blossoming because of that. Because I've been open. I'm mindful, right? Very selective, but I'm still open. But human design has let me figure that out for myself. And I hope that it does for you too. And if you're very curious about human design, I can share with you more information about that. And I can help you through my human design informed Reiki sessions, break through some of those barriers and maybe those attachments that you have, maybe those ideations and beliefs that you need to do it all. That's why we have these beautiful tools and modalities. And that's why I am here to help you serve and help you here to move through some of those shadows and unblock what is stopping you from being your best self. What is stopping you from stepping into your power and really being the person you're meant to be. So if you're feeling that stuck, that confusion, that overwhelm, or just uncertainty, you can reach out. I'm here for you. And we've got so many beautiful tools out there to help us too. Collaboration, though, I'm telling you, that's been my big life lesson lately. And I am here to share that with you too. And if you have any questions, thoughts, insights, please share them in the comments below. It means a lot. And if you like listening to this, of course, subscribe for these weekly episodes I'm sharing with you, my life wisdom, my business stories, insights, and share it with other people. And so thank you so much for listening. This is Molly Wilson with Molly Wilson Holistics, and I will see you